Fine. Hi everyone, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about the diet portion of the program. I don't really like to call it diet because it's not a diet. It really is a lifestyle. This is the way we should all be eating. This project focuses on using clean, whole foods to promote health. Okay, so what does that mean? When you look at the keto diet and you look at the paleo diet and you look at the Mediterranean diet,
typical American standard diet.
Well, no. So no. So these diets, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, they all have the same base.
Right.
Eat real food. Some of them take grains out, some of them take dairy out.
Right.
Some of them take carbohydrates out, some of them take fat out. But they all have a base in clean whole foods, which is what we want.
Yes.
The standard American diet, however, does not. The standard American diet has made us fat.
Right.
It has made us unhealthy, and it has made us miserable. So we're trying to move people away from the standard American diet to a diet that they can incorporate every day, use it as a lifestyle, and improve their health. So we've created a food pyramid. This food pyramid is based in science. It's based on a clean whole foods diet. Okay, so it has a lot of science behind it. You look at the Pure study and the Seven Sisters study, the Wise Women study, and I can get you that information if you want it. I can actually put them in the files. I'll put links to the different studies that talk about how you can use food and nutrition to improve your health. So we'll put that in the file section.
Okay.
The bottom of the food pyramid is leafy green and cruciferous vegetables, right? The bulk of what we eat should be the bottom of the pyramid. So when you're looking at your plate, half your plate is the bottom of the pyramid. Leafy green and cruciferous vegetables are some of the most nutrient-dense foods that you can eat. Nutrient-dense means that per calorie, the value of the food is better than anything else. Okay, so when you take black-eyed peas and collard greens, collard greens and black-eyed peas are very nutrient-dense. You eat a cup of that, you're going to be full and you're going to fuel your body.
Right.
Compare that to a slice of pizza. Not nutrient-dense at all.
Right.
It's empty calories. It's not going to fuel your body. Think about your car.
Right.
Would you put water in your gas tank?
No.
Why?
Because it'll kill it.
Right.
It won't start. It won't go.
The car will run sluggishly if it runs at all.
Right.
Right? So why would you put the equivalent of water in your gas tank in your body?
Right.
The body needs fuel to run the same as your car needs fuel to run. So we start with these leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Leafy greens reduce inflammation, they reduce cholesterol, they're antioxidant, which means that they help your body fight cancer. You can eat them raw, you can wilt them. I don't really roast the leafy greens as much as I roast cruciferous vegetables, but you could roast them as well if you wanted to.
Okay.
Leafy greens include things like kale, which has a lot of B vitamins in it, magnesium, potassium, calcium. Just chard, Swiss and rainbow chard have the nice stalks of different colors. Again, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C. They protect the heart, they protect the nerves, and they promote insulin secretion in the pancreas, so they help the pancreas work.
Okay.
Collard greens. I grew collard greens this summer because I read something where you could wrap it up and use it as a piece of bread, but instead I kind of wilted it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've never eaten them before this summer.
I didn't get any of your collard greens.
Good. Collard greens are one of the most nutritious leafy greens that you can eat.
Interesting.
Vitamin A, vitamin K, omega-3s, fiber, calcium.
Okay.
So pick a leafy green that you've never eaten before. Go on Pinterest and find a recipe.
Okay. Are we going to post any type of? We are going to have some recipes with these.
Yes,
things
in the file section there are recipes. There
will be recipes.
Right.
And if you enjoy it, then you can follow up, like she said, on Pinterest or wherever. Look for some. Really.
But
good
eat your leafy greens. Go into the grocery store and pick up a green that you've never eaten before and buy it and learn how to cook it and learn how to eat it because they are so good for you.
Maybe we'll make a video on going to the grocery store.
We can do that.
That would be good.
We can do that. Cruciferous vegetables. What is that? Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, bok choy. They're considered cruciferous vegetables. They are just as healthy as the leafy greens. You want to eat these every single day. I eat leafy greens or cruciferous vegetables at every meal.
Okay.
One or the other.
Is there any better way to eat them?
So-
Raw, cooked, roasted?
So I like
boiled?
the leafy greens either raw or like wilted. I wilt them a little bit.
Okay.
The cruciferous vegetables taste really good roasted.
Yes.
But you can also steam them. So cruciferous, broccoli, vitamin K, vitamin C, iron, protein. Who knew that you could get
Chop
protein?
them all up.
Who knew that you could get protein from vegetables? Right?
Throw them on a cookie sheet with some olive oil and garlic and throw them in the
Throw
oven.
them in the oven and roast them.
20
Roasting
minutes.
actually brings out the flavor, so roasting is a really good a really good way to
delicious.
cook vegetables. Cauliflower is high in vitamin K and vitamin B6. Brussels sprouts have protein in them. Who knew?
Love Brussels sprouts.
Cabbage, fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, B6, folate. This is what we call micronutrient dense food. Every bite that you put in your mouth means something to your body. The next level of the food pyramid is protein. Protein can be, the next level is just all the other vegetables, sorry.
Okay.
All the other vegetables, carrots, zucchini, green beans.
Okay.
You
Cucumbers, tomatoes,
Yeah.
salad stuff.
Salad stuff. You can eat as much of that as you want. You can cook it, you can eat it raw, it doesn't matter. But you see that the whole bottom of the pyramid is vegetables? That's why half your plate should have vegetables on it every single day. Okay? The next part of the pyramid is protein.
Okay.
Protein can be plant-based or it can be animal-based.
Okay.
Plant-based protein is beans and legumes and lentils.
Okay.
Okay, they have a carbohydrate piece, but it's a good carbohydrate, so it's okay.
All right.
We should be aiming to eat about a cup of beans a day.
Oh.
I use the canned, I rinse them off. I don't like the stuff that's on them. Some people use the dried. If beans you think tend to make you flatulent, if you rinse them before you use them. So I take the canned beans and I rinse them really good, and it doesn't give you any flatulence.
Oh, okay.
So, but you should be eating a cup of beans a day. I bought a variety of beans. I gotta be honest with you, they all taste the same, but they're fine.
Right.
They work for me. I'm very happy. I mix them with my leafy greens, and it's a great filling meal.
Right.
If you choose to use animal protein, chicken, fish, turkey, beef, it has to be sustainably sourced.
Right.
So your fish should be wild caught.
Okay.
If it's farmed, it should be sustainably farmed. You need to know where your food comes from. If you're using chicken or beef, you want no antibiotics, no hormones, grass-fed. Okay, grains can cause inflammation. So if you grain feed the animal that you're eating, those grains are going into your body. So you want grass-fed.
Okay.
This type of meat is more expensive.
Right.
So that's why I tell people, use the plant-based. Beans are cheap. Use the plant-based protein and supplement with
Right. But you also
the
don't
animal-based.
need as much as we eat.
No.
The portion size that Americans eat in just meat alone.
Right. You don't need a honking steak. You need this
It's
much.
pretty disgusting.
Even this much. Even this much. 3 ounces.
Right, which is this big, maybe
Exactly.
a piece of steak or chicken or anything. It's,
right. So 3 ounces of meat is enough at a meal.
Right.
We're not really preaching like a traditional plant-based diet, because if you don't eat any meat, then you have to supplement with vitamin B12. We can only get vitamin B12 from a meat source. There's nothing wrong with good quality meat in small portions. So 3 ounces or less is fine. Meat is used as a garnish rather than the bulk of the meal. The bulk of the meal is vegetables. Right? So the next step on the pyramid is fat. Fat we always thought was bad for us, right?
Yeah.
Fat is not bad for us.
No.
As long as it's good fat. So fat from avocados, fat from olives and olive oil, nuts and seeds.
Now they have the avocado oils out.
Yes, avocado oil has a higher cooking point, so it's actually a good thing to saute vegetables in.
Delicious.
But nuts and seeds, so like
Okay.
chia seeds, flax seeds, these are all really healthy mono and polyunsaturated fats. These are gonna raise your good cholesterol and lower your bad cholesterol.
Right.
So when you eat fat, this is the kind of fat you want to eat.
Plus, it keeps you full longer.
Right, fat is satiating. So it's
the
gonna
fat and the protein. Small
Exactly.
amounts is all you need, but it keeps you
right.
full
So
longer.
the keto people who are eating a pound of bacon for breakfast, that is not good fat. That's going to cause heart disease. You may lose weight by eating that, but you're not going to be healthy. So you want to make sure that the fat sources are good fats. When you eat processed food, pizza, McDonald's, cookies, pastries, all of that kind of stuff that has trans fats in it, that's the fat that causes heart disease. That's the fat that you don't want to be eating.
Right.
So when you think about fat, olives,
Good.
nuts and seeds, avocado, you should be eating avocado every single day. It's going to protect your heart.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Next level on the pyramid, carbohydrates.
Okay.
Okay? Carbohydrates are not the enemy, contrary to what the keto people want to tell you. They are not the enemy. Oh, I'm pointing to the thing and it shut off. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. I'm going to put this down now because it shut off. It depends on what kind of carbohydrates you're eating, right? So unless you're diabetic, you can eat fruit and you can eat vegetable carbohydrates, right? So fruit, again, very micronutrient dense. It does have sugar, but because there's fiber in it, it combats the way your body processes the sugar. That's why we eat whole fruit instead of fruit juice.
Right.
Right? And then carbohydrates from vegetables. Sweet potatoes, butternut squash, roasted beets. Oh my God, it tastes like candy. Right? Nobody's getting fat from eating those kind of foods.
No.
Micronutrient dense, fuels the body. Right? Carbohydrates from pizza and french fries are a no.
No. Because
Okay.
you eat it, you're full, and then you're hungry later.
Right. Bread, rice, pasta.
And you have no energy.
Bread, rice, pasta? Mm-mm. Bread, rice, pasta are a big no.
We don't like that.
Okay? Bread, rice, pasta cause inflammation in the body. Inflammation causes heart disease. You don't want to eat those kind of foods. So you can make roasted butternut squash, wilt a little spinach, throw some beans in there and some toasted walnuts. You're going to be full for hours and you're going to have fueled your body appropriately. Right?
Love it.
The very top of the pyramid, which is in the files, not on my computer because it shut off, is dairy.
Okay.
Now, some people can't eat dairy.
Right.
Take off the top of the pyramid, don't eat it. But for those of us who can eat dairy, a little bit of cheese goes a long way to helping satiate you, right?
Yeah.
So you can have a little bit of cheese. Again, it's a condiment. It's
Right.
not fully all over your plate. It's a little bit sprinkled on just to give you that
Now,
flavor.
are there different types of cheeses? We don't want the processed cheeses.
So
like
go-
the
so-
hard cheeses are better.
So cheeses like Parmesan are
Parmesan.
good.
Okay.
The softer cheeses tend to be higher in fat.
Okay.
This is the only product where I would say if you're going to use it, use low fat.
Okay.
Because the fat in dairy is not that great for us.
Okay.
So you can use a low fat, but the harder cheeses have lower fat. So something like a Parmesan or Asiago, good cheeses, lots of flavor and you can do it in a little piece.
Right.
If you want to use the soft cheese, just only use like an ounce. It's like I said, it's a condiment, nothing more than
How
that.
about eggs? I love eggs.
So eggs are a protein.
Okay.
Eggs are a protein. You can have eggs. Nothing
Love
wrong with eggs.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with eggs. The yolk has choline in it.
Okay.
The whites are healthy, so there's nothing wrong with eggs. And that's it. So that's the food pyramid. We're not telling you.
You can't eat.
We're not telling you how much of anything to eat. We're saying start at the bottom and go to the top. Eat a lot of vegetables, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbohydrates, a handful of nuts, and boom, you're done. These are all
Micronutrients.
micronutrient dense food.
Body's gonna love you.
Fuels the body.
Fuels the body.
All right, that's it for now. We'll get back to you with exercise in a couple minutes. Have a good day.